Topping this week's cattle industry news, NCBA's board of directors has approved a new governance structure that will lead to significant changes in the organization. Specific recommendations include a 29-member board of directors and a House of Delegates with 250 votes, as well as recommendations to the Federation of State Beef Councils and NCBA committees. Joining me in the studio today with more is Kendall Frazier, Senior Vice President of Planning, Governance, and Leadership Development for NCBA. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Kevin.
You bet. Tell us, first of all, what is the Governance Task Force?
In July of 2008, a president of the association appointed 21 people, producers from all across the country and state staff, to look at our governance structure and look at how we make decisions at NCBA. This group started to work in July of 2008, and in San Antonio, they presented their final report.
And what does the final report mean to both NCBA members as well as cattlemen across the country?
I think it means two things. One is their concept that they presented in San Antonio will make NCBA more nimble and it's efficient in its decision-making process. We have a board today of 274 people. The proposal is to go to a board of 29 people. However, they felt it was very important that we do not sacrifice grassroots input into the decision-making process of the organization. So they've suggested some changes in our committee structure that will open up our committees to more people and more participation from the grassroots. So I guess at the end of the day, the two things that I think are really important takeaways is a recommendation to make us more nimble and efficient, but not sacrifice the grassroots participation in the organization.
Gotcha. Now, clearly this was approved in San Antonio, but there's a lot of work to be done in the implementation of it. What can we expect next?
What the board approved was a concept. And based on their approval of concept, we will now start working on implementation of the concept. In other words, further fleshing out the details about the timeline for implementation, a new set of bylaws for the organization, and those bylaws will be considered by the board of directors at their July meeting here in Denver, and if they approve those bylaws, that will begin the implementation of the new governance structure.
In July.
Right.
Outstanding. Thanks for joining us and for all the leadership you've provided.
Thank you, Kevin.
You bet. For more information on the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, visit our website at cattlementocattlemen.org.